The entire car accident chaos is finally coming to an end, and my life can now back to normal. So I got this one is a 2016 Nissan Sentra, and it is SV trim. It's a 9-year-old car. In this video, I'm going to share with you the entire process of how I make this decision, and when I check out all the cars, and like, what did I do during the process. So this car, I bought it at Honda dealership, but it's a Nissan. The price I pay for is around $11,000 Canadian. The listing price was around almost 12,000. Plus they have so-called security package, and that was about $900 almost. So end up almost over $12,000, and I told them my budget was around 10,000 to 11,000. So at first I didn't take it, but then they lowered the price after, so that's why I got this car. And the mileage, 150,000 kilometers. That is actually acceptable to me because it is a 9-year-old car. As long as it is less than 200,000 kilometers, I am okay with that. So basically, they have the new tires installed for us. It is not winter tires, it is all-season tires, but they're all brand new. Because I insist that I need to take it to third-party inspection, and that was about $130 Canadian. And they found out the steering wheel was a little bit off-centered, and also the lights for the license plate, that one is not light up as well, which I did not notice that. Everything else was actually pretty good, and that is a good sign for a 9-year-old car. Also, there's a lot of cars, especially my rental right now, the windshield wiper, whenever it moves, it has that kind of sound, and this car is very smooth, which is so satisfying. This car has some features that even my Honda did not have, so I kind of feel like I'm upgrading a little bit. And when I test drive the car, I went there a couple times, and he was like always with me, just to make sure if something I forget. Usually old car, the headlights are very foggy, but this one is very clear, so I'm actually surprised, and it actually looked brand new. Also in Canada, this one is the engine block heater is a must. Some people, they will charge extra, but the only concern is about the front brake pad. It seems quite rusty, so I think this is the thing that I would need to replace after 6 months or so. And when I open the hood, usually I would make sure the frame is symmetrical, and there's no like a new welding point anywhere around the frame, just to make sure there's no accident to the front, because on the Carfax report they did not have any front damage to the car. So basically I just want to make sure that if there's anything that looks like a new repair around the engine bay. Actually I don't know much about like the under the hood, so I kind of like half pretending just to look around. After I check out one of the private seller listing, basically the first car that I went to, I lack of confidence that I might get a bad one. So then after that, I just focus on checking the dealership used car, pre-owned. And for the interior, I would honestly say they maintained it very well, and I thought it was like a brand new car almost, except the shift gear. They have some plastic broken, but other than that, everything looks super nice. It does have a lot of features that even my Honda didn't have. For example, like the blind spot, the navigations, the sunroof, the engine start-stop, the intelligent key. Because my Honda was actually a very basic one, but That is not really the whole point because I don't really use the navigation. I don't really use the sunroof. I mean, the thing I really like is that the wheel is not that big, so I feel comfortable holding the wheel, and the seat, it is very comfy. So it is not something that I don't feel comfortable sitting in there, or the driving positions are not nice. In recent years, new cars cost at least 26, 7 to 30 grand Canadian dollars, and that is becoming so expensive nowadays. So I got this car. It is quite reliable at this point for $10,000 Canadian dollars here. I think this is a pretty good deal if there's no major breakdown in the future. And I would say this time, my first time buying a pre-owned vehicle, it was a successful.